Hi guys, welcome back. So we've got selections for Ireland versus Scotland. Now, a commenter posed a really good question the other day saying, are teams taking this Autumn Nations Cup like just a big training run? And well, there's a bit of truth in that. So they're not going all out for this game. They are trying some different combinations, but it's very interesting. I think with the return of Sexton and Henshaw, Ireland being at home, they're probably my favourites, but I think it's probably the juiciest matchup of the final round of these playoffs. So let's have a look at the Scotland team. Now what's great is the back three is what I believe is their best back three, with Hogg, Graham and Van der Merwe. Very dangerous, I like that. I think that's pretty much nailed on as their best back three. We've got Maitland on the bench. Kinghorn I don't think is fit to play anyway, but still great. In the centres, good to see Taylor get a go at 12. I think that's a great idea. Johnson's done well, but Taylor's a bit bigger. Maybe he'll get over the gain line a bit better. Great defender. So that could be a good combo with him and Harris, who's been playing well. Now at 10, this is a big change. Jacco van der Walt comes in, just newly qualified on residency, whatever you think of that. For me, it's kind of irrelevant. It's within the rules, so whatever. And they want to get some depth in their 10 slots. So I think, again, that's a hint as well, as they may be missing out on Russell and or Hastings come the Six Nations with their injuries. So worth a go. He's pairing up with Price. We're not even going to see Horn on the bench. I don't think he's quite fit. That's a shame. Great player. Hopefully we'll see him at a later date. Then, in the pack, Rory Sutherland returns. Kebbles made this very competitive indeed. So good competition for Sutherland. Then Brown and Xander Fagerson, I'd say their strongest front row, maybe Kebble, but looking really good in the front row stakes, especially when they've got the solidity of Scott Cummings and Johnny Gray in behind them. Really like their front five. Really has transformed, I think, over the last year. In the back row, similar to what Ireland are doing in their selection, what Ireland did in the last selection, experimenting with the bigger back row, putting Blade Thompson in at 6 for that big 6, that line-out option as well, moving Ritchie to 7, giving Watson a rest, and then Matt Fagerson continuing at 8. So a little bit of an experiment there in the pack, but generally very solid in the front 8. Sorry, the front 5. On the bench, we've got McInally, Kebble and Nell, very strong front row replacements. The versatile Skinner. Blair Cowan gets a go. He's 34, so, I don't know how much longer he's got at international, but he's a great all-rounder. What a pro. Good linking play as well, so good reward. I feel happy for him. Hidalgo Klein continuing. We're not going to see Horn like I mentioned. Hugh Jones is back on the bench. And he started his Scotland career with a bang, but has drifted off a bit. So can he get his international career back on track, and then Maitland to finish on? So let me know what you think of that team. So on to Ireland. Now Billy Burns is injured, but that's dovetailed nicely with Sexton tag teaming back in just in time. Also boosted by Henshaw's return. So really good news for Ireland here. Looking at the back line. Interesting. Farrell is persisting with Stockdale at 15. I'm not sure. It could be a touch of genius. It could be a waste of time. It's 50-50 really, but at least he's going for it. He's not chopping and changing. He's saying, I believe you can make it as a top international 15. I'm sure the jury's out with you guys out there. Let me know if you think it's a good move. Like I said, I'm on the fence. If you had to push me, I'd say I'd leave him on the wing. But anyway, he's got the weapons there. Let's see if he can just get a little bit of extra class in his positioning, etc. We'll see. The classy, talking of class, we've got the classy Keenan staying on the wing. Good news for him. It looks like he's got into that Irish setup and staying there for a while. Big ball carrier at 13. A bit more of a creative player at 12 in Henshaw. He was looking good before his injury, Henshaw, so that's good to see. Earl's on the other wing. Then the old partnership of Murray and Sexton back together. Still their best half-back partnership. No real contenders yet for those two. They're playing currently their strongest front row. Herring, he's 30. Is he going to be around for the next World Cup? Same with Healy. But, at the moment, it's their best front row. Should they have started Kelleher? I don't know. But they're protecting him a little bit, possibly. In the second row, currently their strongest second row with Henderson and Ryan. We're going to have to wait to see Baird. I think maybe Six Nations we might see him appear in the squad. And again, bit more of a chunky back row. Stander at 6, Old Warhorse Amani at 7, and then the talent Caelan Doris at 8. Really looks completely bedded into this Irish starting team now, does Doris. Then the benches, as we see a few changes there. O'Sullivan, Ryan in front row replacements. Sticking with the heavyweight Roux on the bench. Then Van der Fleer, Gibson Park, Byrne and Farrell. No real surprises in the backs replacements. Let me know what you think of that, guys, especially that tweak to the back row, making it a bit more heavyweight. Do you think they're sacrificing some speed possibly? What do you think of the Henshaw-Aki combination? I'm tipping this game just for Ireland, but it should be really closely balanced. And let me know what you think of those teams and how you think the game is going to go. And I'll catch you next time.